Hey everyone, welcome back to the GoSo channel. Today I'm going to do a longer and more detailed video, and this is from a request from quite a few of our clients, and it's in regards of how to drive traffic and sales to your website through Instagram. You can also implement this on Facebook as well. And the number one thing is quality content. Quality content, appropriate content, and fun content. If your content is poor, it doesn't matter how many millions you throw at your profile in regards to power likes, power views, growth, nobody's going to really interact with it, because if it's poor, it's boring and people won't trust the brand. So number one, make sure your content is the best it can be. And number two is no spam. Don't spam on your profile. No one's going to want to follow a profile with lots of spam. This is why email marketing doesn't really work anymore, because there's just too much spam on there. Also on your post, don't add borders. If you add a border, what it does is it cuts down the quality of the photo, so Instagram won't rank it as high. And also don't put logos on your posts either. You might think it's good as a brand because people can see it, but trust me, by putting logos on your posts, people are just going to swipe straight past it, because they know it's a brand and it's too in their face. So these are the two most important things for me personally, what you need to make sure to drive sales and traffic through to the website. Because if your quality is poor, no one's going to really even bother looking at your profile in the first place. Now I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about, once you've got your clients on, you've got really good content, how to get them through to your website. A lot of clients tell me that it's very difficult to get good quality content, or it costs a lot of money, or it costs a lot of time as well. But if you've got clients who are on Instagram normally love competitions. Use your clients to give you the content. If you've got a gym, if you've got a beauty salon, anything like that, get your clients to give you the content. They know what viral posts are as well. That, most people on Instagram now, I'm guessing, if, for example, if you've got a gym, a lot of people going to your gym love to take photos, love to take videos. Why not do a competition in the gym? Do a competition in the gym, and everyone's going to love to have their posts posted on the gym Instagram page, for example. If you do it correctly, you might have 300, 400, 500 photos sent into you. You pick the 100 best ones, the 200 best ones. You've then got content for the next 200 days, or 100 days if you're posting twice a day, for example. So if you're not too sure where to get content from, get your clients to give you the content, or give you the videos. Do a video competition as well. Depending on what niche you're in as well, you can also use viral content. A lot of people in the travel niche, for example, are going over the top with this viral content. But to keep your profile rolling, if you don't have content 1 or 2 days, get viral content. Use shout outs, for example. Use it from another profile, but make sure you credit the owner of that post. The owner of the post will be notified as well, but it'll make sure your profile keeps ticking over. Obviously, it's better to use your own content, but if you haven't got time or you haven't got the amount of clients yet, you can try this method as well. If not, go out there, make your own content yourself, spend a little bit of time. You don't have to be taking pictures all the time. Spend one day, 24 hours, go outside, take loads of videos with your products, or have your product, for example, handy in your pocket or in your bag, so whenever you're traveling anywhere. But this is the main one: get your clients to give you the content. If not, go out there and get it. If you've not got good content, people aren't going to follow you. Once you have your great content, don't forget you need to have a great caption, also a great hashtag strategy, and also specific locations. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, click the links below, and these will explain the caption, hashtag, and locations in more detail for you as well. Moving on, the next part, which is very, very important as well, is your profile itself. You need to put a lot of detail in this as well, but make it very clear. The first thing that I'm going to say about the profile is always use on your profile picture is your logo. I see quite a few people nowadays, quite a few brands as well, putting a female, for example, as their profile picture, but when you click on the actual account, it has nothing to do at all with what their profile picture is. All this is going to do is annoy the person that's clicked on it, and they're going to click straight off. Your profile picture is the first thing that comes up, for example, on the messaging as well, so make sure it's clear and it's the brand logo or the brand name. The next part is the bio. The bio for me is probably one of the most important things as well on the profile. And you need to make it interesting. If the bio is boring, people are not going to interact with it. Make sure it's interesting, it's clear, and it's informative as well. So the person knows exactly what your brand does, exactly what your company does, and it's set out. I normally put it in bullet points as well. It's easy on the eye, instead of putting it as a joined up paragraph, for example, and people can see exactly. You can use emojis as well to make it look more friendly. And also you need to make sure that you're using the correct links below. If you have an activity company, for example, and it's the skiing season, make sure the link below goes directly to the ski booking page. It's pointless if you send them to the wrong page. You want as few clicks as possible to get to the sales process. If there's like 6 different pages they have to go through to buy, more than likely the person's going to get bored and click off, as they only have an attention span of about 5 to 10 seconds when clicking on a website. So you need to make sure that it's direct, the link goes straight through to the booking page they buy, and that's it, you've got their money. Another really important thing as well is the username and the profile name itself. If your company's called, for example, Pumpage Network, make sure your username on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube is Pumpage Network. But if it's to do with live music, live comedy, or anything like that, on your profile name, put it as Pumpage Network Live Music or Pumpage Network Live Comedy. The reason why you should do this as well is when somebody's searching live music on the Explore page or in the search tab, you're more likely to appear there than just having Pumpage Network. And also people straight away will understand what your profile is about. And again, making it more friendly and easier to read for the person reading it. Another thing on the profile as well is the stories. Use them to their full potential. On the stories, you can explain the products that you have, how to use them, different shows you have, the giveaways, for example. It's a really, really important tool, and it makes it a lot easier on the profile. Somebody can click on one of the stories and understand instantly what your profile is about. It's like a quick review, and it's a lot easier than them scrolling through all your thousands of posts to see kind of what your profile is about. So make sure, this is another really, really important thing, is to use the stories to their full potential, because I guarantee the people who are going on your profiles are checking them out probably before that they're checking the posts out. So once you've got the stories done as well, make sure you structure all your posts and your profile. If your profile's all over the place, unconsciously people are going to think that your company's all over the place as well. I've got some clients that what they like to do on the left hand side, all the way down, they have a certain pattern, and then they have the other posts from their clients, for example. Just make sure you have a structure, make sure it's clean, make sure it's easy to see as well. And by doing this, it will make people feel more comfortable, and they'll be more likely to click the link and go through to the website. So another thing as well that is quite interesting that I've been comparing across quite a few clients at the moment is whether to use a business profile or a personal profile. There are benefits and cons to both of them. If you have a business profile, you can see your analytics a lot more. With a personal profile, you can't see as much. Also with a business profile, that you can have a Facebook page. But what I have been seeing as well is people with a personal profile are actually growing faster than a business profile. So what I would say is make two. Make a business profile, which is your main one, but make a secondary one as well as a personal one, so you're hitting both of them at different angles, and see what happens. Because at the moment it looks like once you start putting certain links on a business profile, Instagram doesn't seem to be ranking it as high as a personal one. And also people kind of tend to stick and have more confidence in personal profiles than business ones. So think outside the box. Use two different profiles. You can be posting the same content, but maybe not necessarily at the same time. Try it out and let me know what you think. If not, comment below and tell me if it works. So to get more sales and traffic through to your website, but also it's important as well to get traffic on to your Instagram page as well, first of all. And one of the best ways you can do this is giving away free prizes, promos, and also competitions as well. Competitions can be a really good way to expand really, really quickly. You can use national holidays, Christmas, Easter. You can use a milestone, for example, you've just gained 10,000 followers. And once you've done that, you can have a giveaway. Also what you can do is early bird tickets, give your followers a sneak peek, for example, of the new products you're bringing out, and also discounts as well. And by using the competitions, you can really get your product or your post out to so many more people than just a normal post, for example. And the ways you can do this, a couple of things that we use as a company, as well as I always tell a lot of our clients as well, is do like and comment to enter, or like and comment to win one of the prizes. And what this will do is it'll get your followers, or it'll get people who have seen it on hashtags or on the explore page to like and comment your post. Tell the people what to do. Another one, which is one of my personal favorites, is tag a friend or tag 3 friends. For example, every friend you tag is 1 entry into the competition. If they tag 10 people, this is going to be 10 more people that may not be your followers that are then going to click on that link or click on the notification that they've just been sent, and will go to your profile and could return in being one of your new followers. Another one is the photo video competition that I told you about before. Story competitions are really important at the moment as well. Use story competitions. This will help you get your profile out to a lot more people. Selfie competitions with your product, for example. So, if you're a skiing company or something like that, you can do a really big competition. Say, send a selfie into the best ski places in Europe, for example. You can use that content for your own personal profile, but as well, you can give away €100, €200 free advertising or anything free to the person who wins the competition. And by doing that, you're going to get a lot more people through to the website. Another way, which is very important to get traffic and sales through to the website, is the stories. As you may or may not know, once you have 10,000 followers, you can use the swipe up tool on Instagram. And what this does is, if you put a post of one of your products, for example, if it's a punching bag, if you've got a boxing company, and you want to sell a lot of them punching bags, you can add the link to that story. So as soon as somebody swipes up, it goes directly to the page where they can buy. And this is an extremely important way and also tool that Instagram has for you to make a quick sale. The more steps that you cut out of your sales process, the higher you're going to raise your revenue and also traffic as well. And you can use this for everything. You can use the link or the swipe up to go to your YouTube channel, to your Facebook page. You can use it to so many advantages. So really pay attention on these stories, because that swipe up will gain you a lot more sales if you do it correctly. So obviously, as I explained, the swipe up is extremely important. A couple of other things that you can use the stories for as well, which are going to create a better bond with your followers and yourself. The winners of the competitions, you can post their photos on there if you haven't got enough space, or if the content's not really good to post on your personal profile. Sneak peeks as well for new products as well. That's always good to gain a little bit of hype and get people interested in what you're going to be bringing out. Ask them questions, do polls as well. If you're not too sure what destination, for example, to branch out into if you're a new travel agency, well, why not ask your followers? Do polls. They'll tell you what they want, and in return, you're going to get some really good feedback that then you can use to your benefit. And also client photos as well. If you've done a really big competition and you've got 500 photos, if you start posting their photos on the stories, they're going to really appreciate it. And the more photos that you repost from your followers and from your clients, they're going to be more entwined to do that again in the future for yourselves. So as I said, the stories is one of the main parts of driving traffic and sales to your website. So make sure next time, put a little bit more thought into the stories. You need to make sure that you're interacting with your followers, with your people who are engaging on your posts. The more you interact with your followers, the more they're going to interact back, the more it's going to grow your profile, the more people are going to go through to your website. If people trust you, people are going to go through, and if they trust you as a company, they're going to buy with you as well. There's normally it takes about 5 to 6 interactions with a follower or with a client, for example, for them to go through and buy. So they might, comment on 5 posts and then actually think after the 6th one, you know what, I'm going to go in and buy because they've been speaking back to me and I feel comfortable with this company. And this at the moment, this is why influencer marketing is working so well, because people trust the influencers, unlike a massive billboard at the side of the motorway that people don't trust. Another thing as well is always contact your new followers. If you have if you start following one of your favorite brands and the brand gets straight back to you saying, thank you so much for following us, here's a 10% off code, for example, the person's going to really feel appreciated. And I'm not talking about using lots of bots to send 5, 50, 100 automated messages. Make it more personal to the person. And by doing that as well, they'll feel more entwined of then commenting on your posts. Shout outs is another one. Personally, I don't see a lot of benefit from shout outs, but some people do use them as well. By using shout outs to your clients to say thank you for sending in your posts, this is another way as well to get in contact and keep a really good relationship up with your clients. Another thing, I understand that it might take a little bit of time, but it is really important and your followers will really appreciate it, is liking and commenting on their posts as well. If somebody spent the time, one of your clients, to go out of their day and post on one of your posts, be sweet, go back and post on one of theirs as well. And by doing that, you'll create a good relationship, and the better relationship you have, the more comfortable they will feel, and they will go through to your website and buy more, and also recommend you to a friend as well, which is extremely important. But you have to always reply to every single comment if necessary on your posts. By doing that, you're going to create a good relationship with your followers, and this will return in sales and more traffic to the website. If somebody's commenting like 10, 15 times and you've never even bothered to like it or even comment back, more than likely that person's going to lose faith in you or confidence, and they're going to go with another company to somebody where they feel more appreciated. If you've got a little bit of a bigger budget or you're a larger company or brand, what you could be looking at to drive sales and traffic are using influencers on Instagram. This is one of the best ways to get more traffic and sales as well. And the reason for this is people nowadays trust and believe in influencers a lot more than they do, as I said before, with just a big billboard or a TV advert of a company, because they know that the company are never gonna tell a lie, for example, about their content, whereas an influencer will normally tell the truth or give you a more in-depth review on the products. So by finding influencers in your niche, what you can be doing, they can be creating content for yourselves as well. You can ask an influencer to go on holiday, or you send products to an influencer, they need to give you 20, 30 photos. You can then save them for the future. And by doing this, you're going to get more sales, more traffic. And also what you can do as well is get some of the big influencers to become a brand ambassador. And by doing that as well, you're going to create a really good connection with that influencer, and all the followers that person has, a lot of them are going to transfer over to your brand as well. Or when they post about making sales, your sales are going to go up because they're true followers that have been following them for a while, trusting them, and they're going to buy whatever product that they want to push at the time. So to wrap everything up on how to drive sales and traffic to the website, is make sure that you tell your followers what to do, always in a call to action. Tell them to buy, tell them to check out your latest post if it's on the stories, for example. Tell them what to do. By doing this as well, it'll be in the person's head and they will follow your instruction more than just not telling them what to do in the first place. And also don't forget, make sure you've got great content. If you've got great content as well and it's from your followers or it's from your clients, the person looking at your profile is going to be a lot more relaxed because they know that if clients have, or the people there had confidence in yourself, they're more likely to do it as well. Make sure there's no spam. If you've got spam on your profile, people are just going to click off it straight away. And make sure everything is easy, friendly and clear. And by that, I'm talking about the profile, I'm talking about your website, the links. The more complicated you make things, the more people are going to switch off and they're not going to remember your company, or that they're just not going to go through and buy at the end of the day. So by following all these steps that I've explained, you will see an increase in sales and traffic through to your website and also to your profile as well. If you think I've missed anything out, please comment below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. If you've got any questions for me, comment below and I'll get straight back to you straight away. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, clicking the button below. Stay tuned for more Instagram videos coming up every single week. If you've not been to the website before, go to goso.io, check out some of the products, and we'll help you go viral on Instagram.